Welcome to another YouTube video. This one is of a active wideband receiving loop I've just built. It's my first ever active loop. I've built lots of passively tuned loops before, but I find they have their limits as far as coverage is concerned. You have to have a separate loop for long wave, separate one for medium wave, separate one for short wave. Hard sometimes to get the tropical bands on the same one, the same loop that does the upper bands, and then constantly rechanging frequency. I thought it would be cool to have a wideband loop that you didn't have to keep tuning. So I've made this one. It's basically a 75 centimeter hula hoop with a single turn of insulated wire inside. The nucleus of the antenna is a pre-built amplifier from Luke, K6 radio amateur in California. The design is obviously my own. It's one of the advantages of having your own homemade equipment. You can make it look as cool or as different as you like, quirky as you like. Personally, I didn't like any of the commercial products available, and besides, they were hugely expensive. This one's cost about £50 altogether, which is incredibly good. The amplifier was only £24, and I have to say it's an excellent amplifier. People have always informed me that amplification is the last thing you need in a noisy environment. And so I was always worried that an amplified loop, an active loop, would be worse than a passive loop. But actually the opposite is true. I just want to show you, I live in a building of flats. Above me, beneath me, left and right of me, there's flats. There's solar panels out on the garage roof. Power lines. It's no good putting an antenna out there, so I've had to start building antennas indoors. In fact, working around the problem in this way, sort of turning a lemon into lemonade, if you will, has been really, really satisfying. It's given me a lot of enjoyment, and it's been nice to build a loop to my own specifications, if you like, and to make it look how I wanted it to look. I don't know about you, I don't want to sound conceited, but I think that looks really cool. I'm going to give you a quick demo because I'm already up to 3 minutes. It wasn't difficult to build, only sort of basic soldering was required. I'm going to firstly, what shall I show you first of all, just to show you that it really does go down to long wave. Oh, actually, I'm already tuned to Shannon Volmet there, so just show you how the gain works. It's quite a noisy channel during the day, the 5 megahertz band. You can hear the amount of noise there. It's a good signal today. There's a lot of noise there as well. Turning the gain down. There you go. That's just as readable, but it is a bit quieter. Let's turn it up a fraction. A bit of fading now. I'll come back again in a minute. That's a 1K potentiometer. Now you can see how directional that is. That's kind of how noisy it normally is. Reduces the background noise nicely. Signal's a bit on the weak side today. That's picking up again now. Always suffers from QSB, the 5 megahertz band during the day. Anyway, I'm just going to go down and show you a local medium wave station. No retuning required. Yeah, we'll just rotate the loop round to the transmitter in the Mendive Hills. I need to get this rotation a bit smoother. There you go. And the last thing I wanted to show you on it, keep the video under 6 minutes if I can, is an NDB beacon. All without having to retune, which is excellent. There we go. Hope you can hear that. I can't get too close to the radio because of the camera noise. So when I want to jump through the Stockholm radio frequencies, which I like doing in the Russian military as well lately, you can see the frequency display there with all that light. Get all that without having to retune. I'm just going to go back over to Shannon Voller. To show you the loop again. Oh, well, that's the back of it. I haven't given you a close-up of that. I've got a BNC plug in the back, because I couldn't make a hole big enough for an SO239 in this thin box, and that's the DC supply, which I do use off a 9-volt battery plugged into there for portable use. Yeah, come away from all that noise. There you go, so there it is. It's my first wideband active loop for shortwave listening. I hope you've liked the video. If you have and you want to ask any questions, please feel free to do so via the comments, and I'll try and show you the inside of it and a bit more information on my blog, and I'll put some details in the description. So thanks for watching the video. Take care. 73.